Aries, to channel the future tarot. Today we're going to do your love reading from the 10th to the 17th for the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of Aries. Take what resonates with you, claim it for yourself, toss the universe what does not. It's not meant for you. This week, if they're worth it, they'll meet you halfway. That's all I got to say on that. It's truly a time of understanding for you and nothing more. As you can see, I smudged your energies here on the cards. I'm going to use the singing bowl to sort of do the same thing, clearing that energy. Take that deep breath in and then exhale whenever you feel so inclined to do so, okay? Let's get started, Aries. Yeah, a lot of heavy energy. Forgetting the small talk here. I feel like that's all I keep hearing from Spirit is just forget the small talk. Skip the general message about liking, subscribing. Just get to the point with Aries today. There is no need for small talk. So if that's what you're going through, touche. Let's jump right in, Aries. We're going to grab your overall energy here for your situation, and then we're going to grab your energy, and then cards for your energy, cards for your partner's energy. Feel free to rollovers. And then we'll kind of clarify them and finish off with an oracle message, all right? Aries is like, hurry up. I'm not listening. All right, we got charity card coming out in reverse. Maybe needing to just have a little charity, give, maybe you feel like you've been they're taking advantage of your charity. I feel like in a way maybe you're going to be donating your time to charity this, week. I want to say here, Aries, right now, this is an energy of there's a great love and passion within you. You are a fire sign. That's what she's kind of about. And it's about bringing happiness to others. You love to feel that, particularly your friends, your children. But this is also mature love here. So this is indicating that long-term relationship or, love between two people that's maturing in years. You are definitely at a point to offer unconditional love to, others. And you're kind of looking for that as well. Let's see what's coming in for Aries for the 10th to the 17th. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs of Aries regarding love. I feel like there's an energy of just being done or tempted to be done. I don't know what's going on here. Yay. The Nine of Swords coming out in reverse. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. It is, we know, not my most favorite card in the tarot. It's not really anybody's. But if it is coming out reverse, it's probably the way to have it. Ooh, the Ten of Swords coming out right after that in reverse also. Aries, what's going on here? You're just throwing daggers for some time here. I don't know what's going on. There's a sharp energy. There's a, some sense of, there's a relationship struggling under pressure here for some of you. And especially if this is a mature relationship that's been going on for years. Ooh, shit. The Eight of Swords. You see how many times I shuffled that? It is coming out upright, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You could be dating one of those. If this is your energy and this is your partner's energy, someone is definitely got a lot to say. We go to the Two of Pentacles and needing that yin and yang balance here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, I would say. Ironic that you're going from, 8, 9, and 10 of Swords, literally, to the Two of Pentacles here. The Ace of Wands coming out in reverse. Aries, Leo, Sag. Alright. Well, we've got the Five of Swords on the bottom of the deck in reverse as well. Aries, Aries, Aries. What is going on? We're going to grab your partner's energy. I just want to see what's happening here. If your partner's kind of feeling the same thing, if you're on the same page, separate universes. What is going on here? Okay, listen, that High Priestess coming out. Feel, that sense of not really being heard, not really listening either. Maybe for some, listening to their own intuition, but also just listening to people. We forget to do that sometimes when, the, next person is speaking. Just breathe card coming out. Take a breath here, coming in and underneath your Ten of Swords in reverse. I feel like this person, whoever energy's on the bottom here, is a lot more in the sense of grounding. These cards are coming out. It's this strengthening bonds here. This card coming out underneath that Eight of Swords, spending some time alone, looking through the ego and attachment, that sense of fear that keeps us restricted sometimes in our relationships, right? Awaiting results. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I feel like they're waiting for you to catch up, or whoever's on it. There's a sense of waiting for, you to come to this understanding. There's the Tower card, and it is called Rebuild in this deck. It's coming in underneath that Ace of Wands. Three of Cups, believe and succeed here. Yeah. Oh, the transformation. You guys are going through it. Whether you've been together a short amount of time, long time, this relationship is having a lot of stiff, stuck energy. Can I clarify that Nine of Swords in reverse, please? I never like to give these readings. These are heavy energies, and it's definitely heavy for you in the sense the Hermit card coming out in reverse. To clarify that Nine of Swords. 9-9, clarifying, needing to go again here is definitely prevalent. The Ten of Swords, can we clarify the Ten of Swords, please, in reverse? Clarified by the Nine of Swords in reverse. Damn. Oof. Aries, my heart goes out to you. Worry. There's a lot of lack of sleep, a lot of worry here coming from whoever's end is at the top. We've got the King of Cups in reverse. It's throwing your emotions off here, very much so. Can I clarify that Two of Pentacles? It has got you all up in your head, and it is not allowing you to process this way of being much at all. Six of Pentacles, clarifying that Two of Pentacles, weighing pros and cons, feeling like somebody's always got their hand out there. I feel like for some of you, begging, robbing Peter to pay Paul's sins. And this is causing you, and I feel like this person could be the one waiting for it in a sense. Got that High Priestess card coming out here. Both of you got to get into that intuition, following your heart, soul. Six of Swords on the bottom of the deck. It's a rite of passage for you. It's a karmic moment regarding love and loss and sort of pain and understanding coming with it here. It doesn't have to reflect, the necessary, maybe you're kind of working through it, and I hope in this moment that this week, that it's going to kind of come with, as much as this, I feel like was coming in a sense, initiated by you in a sense. This is a Mars and Gemini energy, but the only way out is through, right? And I want to say that truly, and I feel like this is definitely a sense of know that your suffering is coming to an end, or that it is avoidable here. It's a shift of perspective necessary to know your way through the pain without getting lost in it, right? And sometimes it can be a very hard energy to do. Partners being guided to listen to the intuition, listen to each other, speak calmly, respectfully, and don't try to anticipate what they're saying, because then we're already kind of battling at them. We're arguing in a sense. You don't just listen through the situation. Listen to what needs to be said on both sides respectfully. And that's where things get, can be hard, but that's when the true, unconditional love you see in your partner happens there. There's a lot of loss and confusion happening here. I feel like trust that your path will become clear when you connect to yourself back on that higher soul level. Be careful not to get lost deeply in this energy, but you don't disconnect too much from the outer world, but also disconnecting from the outer world in a sense, I feel like it's going to be quite powerful for you, because you need this moment to sort of regroup. You feel sort of deeply hurt by this. Again, this is another Sun and Gemini energy, but this is the moment or reprieve of the end of agony. It can, the eye of the storm, right? For even a second, you're having the clarity and wisdom to know how to move forward, right? Which is positive. This is a gift in reverse. So Run with it. Take it as a chance to release yourself from the shackles of what's bringing you more pain than joy in this situation. And if that's what it is here, then, they're also being guided to just breathe through this. If you're both taking this energy of looking, hey, is this, we've been through this, yes, but doesn't mean sometimes the damage is done. You cannot always work through it. And, and even if it's not forever, there's a sense of you're both taking this energy on of, okay, we're both exhausted from this pain and the past and the hardships that it's caused. There's deep inner turmoil with this Nine of Swords as a result of thought and mindset here. So fear is stripping you from your life force. There's a reality check that needs to happen here to evaluate which fears are sort of warranted, yes, and which are kind of, not releasing those limiting beliefs, crippling fears, that self-doubt. Just breathe through that is kind of the energy. But it is going to come with a lot of, sleep. I feel like you've been having sleepless nights. It's been no, easy walk in the park for you. And this is a Jupiter and Gemini energy, but it's a mental blockage card of the Eight of Swords. If there's a card to sum up anxiety or feelings in your mind working against you, it's this one. And I feel like you're feeling trapped in the pain with a sort of no way to escape. But remember that swords are the realm of the mind, right? So this struggle may not be literal, but something you've thought yourself into, right? And take off that blindfold here for you. You have the ability to soften, to honor the currents of love and lust within you, but to step into a new reality is important, right? Step out of those, automated, modes of loving and own your power, right? Admit your mistakes, right? That's where power comes, pain, your weaknesses. That's when you can really strengthen the bonds. Because you can admit where you went wrong. Everybody has these moments of ego needing to detach and strengthen the bond within yourself so that you can strengthen the bonds in your current relationships. You're both doing deep inner work here. It is sort of allowing you to come into the King of Cups here. I feel like you're getting there. But my dears, there's a sense here of it's playing on both emotional parties here. Emotions distracting from making any rational decisions. There's and manipulation energy there because emotions are playing a big part on this. There's a need to get that grip and return to the inner power and what makes you kind of come together, right? That need for balance, respect and the ability to talk things through is not, happening in the current now, but taking that step back away so you guys can just stop with the hurt. This is a Jupiter and Capricorn energy, but, indicates the relationship is between the head and the heart here, right? Between the self and the other. So I feel like there's a duality here that's sort of needing to practice some radical honesty, right? And ask yourself what the situation calls for here. Listen to what it is and explore, evolve both within and outside your control, right? And I feel like right now you're learning to navigate this change. And they're sort of sitting there waiting for you to either catch up or they're just waiting, ready to not. I don't necessarily feel like they're, they are deeply grounded here in what is right and following their heart. And I feel like they're waiting for you to catch up to what they feel like they already know in a sense. Maybe you're just kind of battling head over heart for sometimes, really struggling with whatever, hurt and pain of this dynamic that's caused. It is definitely allowing some, inner turmoil here. This need to balance, the Six of Pentacles is the sense of, waiting results for something. There is a feeling of feeling generous, ready to share, but there's a sense of giving abundantly and it will come back to you, that reciprocity. And I feel like they're waiting, and I feel like they're waiting for you to give you, it's a time thing for me. I don't feel like necessarily money, but they're waiting for you to acknowledge them and give them some of their time, your time. This Ace of Wands in reverse is a sense of, reconnecting to this part of yourself, right? This is, the energy that is pure possibility. So it could signify a relationship that's around the corner, one that's maybe hot stuff, or an experience that hasn't manifested, is so close you could taste it. And I feel like for some of you, you see a potential to rebuild, but some of you are ready to keep on going. The seeds aren't planted here, and you can feed them through, self-honoring and self-trust and sort of rebuilding here. You guys can rebuild together, you can rebuild apart. But this Tower moment's going to cause some chaos, destruction, a little bit of upheaval in your life for sure. And, you know, I feel like the High Priestess is clarifying it, because what this is saying, going within, is going to guide you both to where you're meant to be. And this could be a general rebuild. You could be really sort of building from the Tower moment that's already fallen, but you guys are both in tune with your high intuition here and your higher self. The answers you seek lie within your situation, within you two. And I feel like sort of sit down with yourself, get into your own, energy here, so you're not battling, coming, into conflict, not battling each other. This is a rite of passage, one that can happen to, and should happen to you both in a very, prominent way. If you've been together years, it is worth at least looking at how you can fix it, right, and rebuild it instead of walking away. The grass is definitely not greener on the other side. It's where you water it. Abundance coming out here for you. There is abundance in this relationship. There's time, effort, worthiness that's happening here. And the worthiness of each other here is very powerful. And this is life purpose energy. You're meant to go through this as you discover your own self-worth and the worthiness of your partner in this relationship. It's easy to replace and get somebody new in our lives, but to have somebody that stood by you through the test of time, through the nitty and the gritty, that's hard to replace at the end of the day. And rebuilding it is very possible. To recreate the magic, to recreate the passion, to recreate whatever your heart's desire is definitely possible if both people are willing to do that, in my opinion. Good luck. If they're worth it, they're going to meet you halfway. Till next time, namaste.